Yo, RX back with another breakdown. Maybe a day late, and I'll explain that in a minute. But of a breakdown of UFC 272, Covington versus Masvidal. Um, yeah, it was a very weak pay-per-view, very good fight night. Yeah, it was a fun card overall. Very fun card. Um, there overall fun card, but like if you break down fight by fight, there were only like 3 good fights. So it's like, yeah, whatever. But with that being said, uh, you know me, I don't like long intros. But before I do get into this breakdown, yes, this is not premiering at 7 p.m. on a Sunday. It's probably premiering 1-ish p.m. on a Monday. I don't know when I'm gonna premiere this, but sometime on during Monday afternoon. And the reason I'm recording this late is because I got busy after this card, so couldn't record. But I'm here now. That's all that matters. But yeah, just want to get out there. There's probably not gonna be a normal thing. I doubt it. But yeah. Maybe you guys like this 1 o'clock-ish afternoon premiere more, but not much more to say. Let's get into the breakdown, baby. And we start off with the first fight on the card: Dustin Jacoby versus Michael Olejniczak. Decent fight to start off the card. Went pretty much how I expected it to. First round, Olejniczak was holding him up against the cage, landing a couple nice shots. But then he started to gas a little bit, and Jacoby took advantage in the second, rocking him badly in the middle of the round, taking a second, 1-1 going into the third, and then Jacoby takes the third. But just pretty much not being more gassed, so. Yeah, am I shocked by how this fight went? Not at all. I knew Olejniczak probably was not going to win the decision if it went that far. And he's much smaller than Jacoby. I think Jacoby's 5 inches taller, or no, 3 inches. So it's like kind of screwed. But it was a decent fight. It was not Olejniczak is definitely not a pushover. But yeah, it's what you expect from the Dustin Jacoby fight. Smart fighting, not too crazy, but not boring. So it's like, yeah. Dude, I still don't understand why Jacoby ain't ranked, fighting in the ranks yet, or fighting almost ranked guys, because he's good. He's really this hot streak he's on since his return. He should be ranked or fighting ranked guys. I don't get it. And who should he fight next? Huh. A tough question. um. Maybe Da Ong Jung wouldn't be the worst fight in the world. Or Da Ong Jung, that'd be interesting. Or if Jimmy Crew wasn't hurt, you could do that fight, but he tore his ACL, so he's done for a year. Yeah, Da Ong Jung. 2 guys who are looking great in the UFC in the unranked at 205. Dude, that fight would be fun. Excuse me. And then for Michael Olejniczak, it is what it is. You really not shocked that Michael Olejniczak ain't ranked or winning fights. So why not throw him in there with Carlos Alberg, maybe. Wouldn't be a terrible fight. Or maybe Nick Mariano, who we will see later on the card. Wink. Well, yeah, one of those two fights. Yeah, it's like to start off a paper, to start off the card, it's a fine fight between two decent fighters. Like, it's not no fight of the year, no fight of the night, it's just a fine fight. So, yeah, I really don't know what else to say besides that. So, yeah, a fine fight by Jacoby, and Olejniczak. Jacoby should be fighting more higher level guys. Why he ain't, I will never know. Good fight. After that, we start an interesting play in this card, and you'll learn why. Ludwig Klein versus Devontae Smith. In round 1, Klein just whooped him badly. Knocking him down, I think, once or twice. Easily taking the round, but then Devontae Smith comes back in the second and starts teeing off while all Klein does, because he's gassed, is just holding him up against the fence. And that's pretty much how the last 2 rounds go. How the judges don't give Devontae Smith the last 2 rounds, I'll never know. But it was a split decision, and Ludwig Klein took it. Is that a complete robbery? Yes. Devontae Smith, I think, easily won the last 2 rounds. I don't know how you can score that fight for Ludwig Klein. He did nothing in those last 2 rounds but hug Devontae while Devontae was throwing punches back at him. So it's like, what the fuck? But it's like, I don't know, man. Like, how I literally made a tweet Friday, I believe, talking about how we've only had 2 robberies this year. Diana Belbita and Ji Young Kim last week. And how the UFC has not fixed this yet. And then they proceed to have 2 robberies on this card, linked later in the breakdown. So it's like, what? It's not difficult to fix your fucking judging. Tell people, get fighters to do judging, get fucking people who know what they're doing to judge. Robberies should not still be happening in MMA. Made 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, okay, robberies happen in MMA. Okay, but it's 2022, man. Robberies should not be happening anymore. We should have competent people judging fights, not fucking morons like Sal D'Amato and Chris Lee. Why are these morons who don't know what they're watching judging fights? That's fucking stupid. Like, you have these morons judging fights when they don't know what they're watching. They're screwing fighters half the time. So it's like, what the fuck? Whatever. I picked Smith. He got completely robbed. I should have got the pick right. But, you know, it is what it is. Complete bullshit. Not gonna come up with a fight idea for either guy, cause it's kind of hard to. Robbery plus, they're both not the best last few fights, so whatever. Smith got completely robbed. I'm not saying Ludwig Klein didn't look good besides round 1, but whatever. He's a complete 1-round fighter, so whatever. Good win for Klein if it wasn't a robbery. Speaking of robberies, damn, we're 3 fights in already, 9 minutes. I'm not rushing, just I don't really know what to say. And plus it's 1:44 on Sunday night, and you don't want to be up the latest, but I'm not rushing, trust me. But the next fight, which was also a robbery, back to back. Cheers, mate. Tim Elliott versus Tagir Ulanbekov. This was a complete fucking robbery. So, in round 1, Tim Elliott dropped Ulanbekov badly. Illegally kneed him, no less. but dropped him badly, easily took the first. Not a 10-8 for the casuals who said that on Twitter. Then round 2 and 3, Tiger just wrestle fucked him for 2 rounds and should have took the decision. How he didn't, I will never know. You can go rewatch these fights. I'm not lying. I'm fucking not lying to you. I don't need to lie when it's on tape. Like, it's fucking on tape. It's like, what the fuck? Literally, in the first round, yes, Elliott won, dominated. But those last 2 rounds were Tagir wrestle fucking him. How the fuck do you score one of those rounds for Elliott? And of course, Derek clearly is a fucking idiot. But again, why do we have these fucking morons judging? That makes no fucking sense, man. Ugh. What what it is. Yeah, that's my robbery rant. Back to back. It hurts even more that it's back to back. And 2 guys I picked. So it's like, yeah, thanks. They come up with 5 ideas for Tim. Amir Albazi. He has not fought in a fucking minute. Or Alex Perez would be a fun fight. Where is he ranked? 4th. Nah, do Amir Albazi. And then for Tagir Ulanbekov, Bruno Silva, if we can ever find where he's hiding, or Malcolm Gordon. One of those 2 would be interesting. Yeah, Tagir got completely robbed. Tagir and Devontae Smith both got completely fucking robbed. Whatever. I think what I just said for the Smith fight applies here. How is judging still so broken? I don't know. But whatever. Good win for Elliott, and he looked good in the first, but he did not win that fight. But whatever. Complete robbery happens. You know what it is, man. It's what it is. Good win for Elliott, even though he did not earn it. After that, the featured early prelim, Umar Nurmagomedov versus Brian Boom Keller. Was this predictable or what? Pretty much Umar got him to the ground, locked in a rear naked choke, and subbed him in 3 minutes. I'm not kidding. That's exactly what happened. He literally just got him to the ground, choked him out. It's over. Simple as that. Honestly. Am I surprised? Not in the slightest. I thought he might go easy on Keller and just glide to the decision. But he wanted that quick finish. He's all back-to-back robberies. He's like, fuck, I'm just gonna go sub this guy real quick, and he did. Umar is so good, it's scary. Bantamweights better be fucking frightening, because they have a fucking problem on their hands. They have Umar and Said in the same division. Holy shit. Like, bruh. That shit is just crazy. Yeah, Umar's scary good. Too bad because I've had trouble today finding a good fight for him. Maybe like Montel Jackson would be interesting, I guess, or Cody Stamen. I'm feeling Montel Jackson. I mean, that'd be a good fight for Umar. By the end of the year, Umar and Said both might be fucking ranked, which is scary. Like, honestly, fucking scary, my god. And then for Brian Keller, Like, you can't get mad at losing. A, everyone knew you were just a sacrificial lamb, and B, like, you're not. We all know you're not shit, Keller. You're never gonna win a bout. You're never gonna do anything like that. You're just there. You win when you should, and you lose when you should. Like, I'm not like, I'm not talking shit to the guy. I'm just saying how it is. He ain't ever gonna be a top 30 bantamweight or featherweight or whatever weight class you fight that. He's just not. Is he good? Yeah, he's fine. I think he's a fine fighter. He's not a champion. He's just fucking not. But I think he's always a good test for these young guys like Kevin Crum, Ode Osborne, Monto Jackson, Marlon Vera. Like, throw him in there with Pavian Paiva or some shit. Throw him in there with more young guys. Like, that's all you gotta do. He has to just be he just has to be, cause one of these young guys, like, I think he might beat a Hani Barcelos. Honestly, I think he might beat a fucking, Cody Saman. I think he'll fucking, well, in a rematch, I think he'll fucking beat fucking, Davy Grant. So it's just like getting in there with these more talented guys, and he'll have great fights, and he's a good test for these guys to see where they at. So it's not shit to tell her, but that's what your job is, you're a gatekeeper. You're a gatekeeper. So, not much more to say. You're just a gatekeeper, big guy. So, yeah. Not surprised by this at all. Umar is going to be deadly in that division for years. He's only 26. Yeah, Umar is great. No other way of saying it. Umar is a fucking killer. Great performance by Umar Nurmagomedov. And yeah, he didn't take any damage. He said he would fight this week, since it's premiering on Monday, this week if he could. I think he's gonna get back in there quick. So if a fight breaks loose, Umar might step in. So be ready. Yeah, that was the early prelims. Not much going on. 2 robberies, but overall every fight was at least okay. So let's begin with these main prelims, which starts off with a fight that hurt my heart. Maria Moroz versus Maria Akapilva. Sorry about that. Fuck. This fight was just, in round 1, Maria got Akapilva in the clinch, got her to the mat, got on her back for the whole round. Round ended. She took the round. Same thing happened round 2. Just she locked in a arm triangle from half guard in round number 2. Got Akapilva to tap Moroz's back after 2 years off. Fuck. I'll talk about Akapilva in a minute. But I'm not mad. Like, I'm not mad at Morozov. Great. You won. You did exactly what you gotta do to a great striker like Marina Akapilva. You wrestled her. Akapilva ain't a great wrestler. Yeah, she got a sub in her last fight, but I think 99% of fighters could get that sub in that position, and it looks like I don't want to start talking about Akapilva. I want to stick with Morozov, but yeah, man, Morozov looked good for being off for 2 years. And with a nice win like that right off the bat, she throws herself right into the picture of the lower rankings. And who should she fight? Melissa Gatto would be a fun one. Or how Tracy Cortez, one of those two fights. Yeah, do one of those. Morozov is good. I'm interested to see how she does in a fight where she has to strike. Maybe she got. I'm not even mad at how she fought. She did exactly what you had to do to win. What do you really want me to say? I'm not gonna get mad at that. You used a smart game plan to win. You used your game plan. So it's like, fuck. And then, Lord, to talk about Marina Okapova, there's always a fucking crack in the armor with her. It was her gas tank before, and then it looks like she fixed that in her last fight. And then this fight is wrestling. No, she didn't fix that. Akapova has so much potential, and she's only 24. She's very good. She's a very good fighter at 24. She just, striking wise, she's, I might say, top 3 in the division. But that's just everything besides striking. She's either bad at or not good at. Wrestling, she's pretty weak. Gas tank looks like it's got better in a way. Like, I don't know. I think Akpova in 5 years, 5, 6, 7 years, when she's 30-ish, could she be dominating and being a great fighter? Yeah. But right now, she just ain't it, man. Do I think she, in a year or so, she's gonna be in a better position than she is now? Probably not. Like, I don't think she's gonna walk into her own talent, her talent ceiling for a couple years, unless she just takes like a year off. If we don't see her again until February, March, April of 2023, then that might be interesting. But knowing Akapova, she ain't gonna do that. She's gonna come back a couple months, maybe late summer, and be ready to go with the same flaws, probably not fixed by much. And if she does consistently keep fighting, I feel like that ceiling will be hit later down the line, because you don't give your mind enough time to hit that ceiling. I think that's what I personally think. And now after a loss like this, who could she go in there and fight next? Maybe Sajara Eubanks would be a very good challenge, or Ji Yeon Kim. One of those two fights would be very entertaining, I feel. And like, I don't think Akapova is gonna be ranked. Like, I feel like the earliest we see her in those rankings or beating those more better fighters than Sabina Mazo and Hannah Cipher is probably not till maybe 2024 earliest. Cause I think she's young. She's not that age is just a number in my opinion, but I think she's very fight young in her skill and veteranship and all that. Like, she only had 13 fights. She's only had 13 fights. But Morozov's only had one more, and she's 30. So I think Akapova has a lot of potential. Probably some of the most potential in that division. Just I feel like, and I'll prove age is just a number because I want to check a fact, but she has so much potential, and I would not be shocked if in 5 years we're talking about her as one of the best flyweights in the world. Just right now we're not, and she's not. I don't want to hear failed prospect, flop, none of this. So, and let me prove a point that age just number. Casey O'Neill, who is ranked 13th in the world or 14th, is same age, and she's looked great in all her fights. So, good point. Age is just a number. Akpova is the same age as I feel like she's gonna hit her talent ceiling or talent later down the line. So I think Akpova will be back. Maybe not better than ever, but I think she will be back. Probably relatively quick, because she seems like one of those people who, when they lose, they want to get right back into her. Michael Chiesa is a great example. So, yeah. Not mad. Good job, Morozov and Akpova. Time. Good performance. After that, a fight that kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. Nick Anu versus Kennedy Nzechukwu. This fight was kind of boring. I swear I'm trying to remember this fight, and I really don't. I just don't remember this fight. All I remember from this fight is Kennedy Nzechukwu poked Nick like 3 times in the eye. So, like, thanks, dude. But Nick easily won. Like, honestly. He easily won the first 2 rounds, and then Ken finally turned it on in the third after he got a point taken away. So, yeah. 29-27 across the board for Nick Mariano, and he had a good performance from what I remember. Not amazing, but he did good. And I still don't know how he was a dog going into this fight. I've said it before, I'll say it again, you can't trust Kennedy Nzechukwu. You can't. He's Ramiz Brahima, he's etc. There's probably a million other fighters who are very untrustworthy when picking. He's one of them. Kennedy Nzechukwu is very untrustworthy when it comes to predicting him to win or lose, even. And I'll talk about Kenny more in a second. But for Nick, that's 3 in a row. He's looking good. He still has a lot of room to grow. He's definitely not. I can't say he's looked great. Yeah, but he's good. Looking at fight ideas for him, maybe like an Ed Herman or Maxime Grisham. One of those two would be a good step up for him. But yeah, I think Nick is good. I think Nick's good. I think he's a little short for 205, which kind of hurts him. But maybe we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I think Nick's good. And to talk about Kenny, Kenny has so much potential. It's kind of like what I said of Akpova. The kid has a lot of potential. Just he doesn't let it flow. He gets in his own head a lot, is something I've noticed with Kenny. If you watch his last few fights, he gets in his own head a lot. He's standing there not doing anything for a second, or he's not taking the opportunity to go after the guy. He's just in his own head, which I like. As a fighter, you can't be doing that, man. You gotta get out your own. When you enter that octagon, you need to only be focused on doing your game plan and winning that fight. You can't be in your own head. And when you are in your own head, you look like how you did last night. Eye pokes, looking sloppy. So it's like, I don't know. I think Ken had a lot of potential, and he's fucking huge. He's just huge. Fuck what weight class. He's just huge. And to give a fight idea, I think you kind of gotta give him a not a complete easy fight, but a less challenging fight. You know what I mean? So like Marcin Prachniow, something like that would be pretty on the money, good for him. So yeah, I think Ken has a lot of potential. Just he's not hitting it yet. So whatever. And then for Nick, guy's good, man. Guy's good. Very interesting to see how he does. And I've picked him twice now when he was the dog. against Alexis Kummer, and now here, and he's won. And against Ike Villanueva, anyone could beat Ike Villanueva. So great performance by Nick Negamarianu, and can't keep your chin up, brah. Keep your chin up, but great performance. Speaking of great, this next fight, which everyone knew it would be great, should have been on the main card, but still. Marina Rodriguez versus Yan Xiaonan, or Xiaonan Yan, as you probably say it, but I don't care. Am I shocked this fight was great? No. This fight was obviously amazing, because you put two amazing fighters in there for 15 minutes to go do amazing things, and they did. In round 1, Yan just destroyed Marina, some wrestling on the feet. But then Marina kind of woke up a little bit in round 2, made a very competitive, close round, the closest round of the fight. And in round 3, Marina turned it on and started looking like Marina Rodriguez, taking the third. So pretty much, and by the way, go rewatch this fight. This is the first fight in the card. I'll tell you, go rewatch. It was very good. Might be the only fight in the card. About 2 or 3 other ones, but this fight was very good. Depending on how you score round 2 is who wins the fight, and this can show I'm not biased. I picked Marina. I like Marina Rodriguez, big fan, but I think Yan won the second, and that means I think Yan won the fight. But the judges gave it to Marina, which is not a robbery. This fight, unlike the Elliott and Smith fight, this fight was close, could have went either way. Those other two, I think, were pretty clear, but whatever. This fight was great. This was pretty much a kickbox. Besides round 1, this was really a kickboxing match, as everyone predicted, and it was great. How many times can I use the word great to describe this fight? Yeah, man. A very close fight, could have went either way, to be honest. Literally could have went either way. And now Marina's pretty much undefeated streak, for being honest, continues. Because I think she got completely fucking robbed against Carla Esparza. But whatever. She's in next. I'm not even wasting my time. She's next for a title shot after Carla and Rose. Like, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. She's next in line for a title shot. I don't know how she's not, unless a Whaley fight comes up. But even then, the only fight, if I'm Marina Rodriguez, that I take if they offer it to me and it's not a title fight, is Joanna Jędrzejczyk. And even then I might say no, because I'm locked in for a title shot. So it's like, I don't see how she's not next for a title shot, to be honest with you. She's pretty much undefeated, and besides the one loss, and since that loss, she's went 4-0, knocking out Amanda Ribas, no one saw that coming, running through Michelle Waterson, shocker, crushing Mackenzie Dern's undefeated winning streak, and then having a barn burner, probably the real fight of the night, with Yan Xiaonan. And how she's climbed, and at 34 no less. I think she's older than Rose, and I think Carla even. So it's like, damn. The one crack in the armor of Marina Rodriguez is wrestling. Her wrestling is not good. I won't even lie. Carla's the same age. Look, Marina's wrestling is pretty bad. I won't even lie to you. It's not good. It's not horrendous. Just like in a fight with Rose, or kind of why she lost the Carla fight. Her wrestling just ain't good. In the Carla fight, if I remember, she was throwing nice elbows from the bottom, but that only does so much to the judges, man. And you gotta do more than that. You gotta do a lot more than that. But Marina and Rose, probably because let's round Rose is gonna win the rematch with Carla Esparza. that Marina Rose fight is very, to a hardcore fan, that fight is very big and good. Obviously they're casual, no stupid motherfuckers will think the fight sucks, but this fight, Rose and Marina Rodriguez, is gotta be a fucking amazing fight. I'm hype. So, and I'm just gonna say this, the more I think about it, if Marina could stop takedowns, I think she could take that belt, but that's for a different breakdown or video. More, maybe, I think that fight will happen late, like December-ish, but whatever. And now to talk about Yan Xiaonan. Back-to-back L's against the two of the top females in that division. Yan's very good, just I don't think she's on the level of Marina, Carla, Rose, Joanna, Whaley. Like, look at it this way: Rose, Whaley, Marina, JJ, anyone I didn't say, who are ranked above her, are all like A tiers, A, S tiers, whatever. But then like Yan, I think is like a B tier. Like Rose, Yan, Rose, Whaley, Carla, Marina, and JJ are all A's and S tiers. Yan, I think, is a B tier with Mackenzie Dern, etc., etc. So it's like, not saying Yan can't get into that A tier, but I think she just needs something. In the Carla fight, I think even she said, I think she was too confident. In this fight, she could have won. In my opinion, she probably should have, but it could have won either way. Yan's very good. These back-to-back L's against the number 2 and 3 ranked female fighters in strawweight ain't something to get mad about. And now it comes down to who should she fight next? Damn, that's a tough question. Nina Nunes, I guess? But unless you want to fight really far down in the rankings, like a John Girova, Nina Nunes is the closest you got to a closely ranked fight. So it's like, and I think Yan definitely takes that one, no problem. So that would be a nice fight for her to get back in the win column. So, yeah, amazing fight. This or the next fight were my fight of the night. Yeah, I didn't expect anything else but a great fight from these two. Hype for Marina's title shot, and Yan, keep your head up. You'll be back. Great fight, you two. After that, a fight that was very good. Jalen Turner versus Jamie Malarkey. Not much to say. Pretty much it was Turner destroying Malarkey. Malarkey landed a good shot or two, but in round 1, Turner just destroyed him, and then in round 2, he finished him off. And not much more to say. This Turner kid looks fucking good. He's looking good let alone he's really big for 55. He is looking good. Yeah, man, he's looking really back-to-back very nice performances. Yeah, a lot of people are really jumping the gun and saying he should fight Brad Riddell. No. That's jumping the gun. I think he's still third. Yeah, he looked good, but James Malarkey and fucking Euros Mejic does not equal fighting a ranked guy. I'm sorry, no. I think he should fight like a Damir Ismagulov or someone like that. Someone who, if you win, then you can start making that case to go up. But right now, I really don't see that case to fight Brad Riddell. So it's like, but by end of the year, would I be shocked if Turner's ranked? No, dude, he's good. Trust me, he's fucking good. And then to talk about James Malarkey, let's be honest, we don't expect much from James Malarkey. Like, he's just a fun fighter. Either he's gonna go out or you're going out, or if neither of you go out, it's a great fight. So it's like, can't even get mad at it. Like, we no one expects James Malarkey to be a champion or ranked, etc., etc. But it's just what it is, man. He's good. He's very good. Just he's not champion level. He's not ranked level. He ain't. Like, I don't think I'm breaking fucking news when I say this. I'm not even trying to be mean to the guy. I'm just saying, you ain't on that level, bruh. And who should he fight next? Mason Jones. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Mason Jones would be fun. Do that fight. And to be honest, I think Mason Jones takes that, but whatever. Yeah, no hate to Malarkey, but he ain't that level. And Turner, this kid's looking good. My boy the Jedi, which you should subscribe to. Turner's the best 11-5, now 12-5 fighter in the UFC. Yeah, that record does not say how good he is, trust me. But yeah, great performance by Turner, man. Those were the prelims, the real prelims, and yeah, they were fine. They were fine. Excuse me. And now we get into the very up and down main card, which starts out with a huge up. Sergey Spivak versus Greg Hardy. Everything I wanted. Pretty much, Hardy landed a couple nice leg kicks to start off the fight, but then Spivak rushed him, got him against the cage, took him down, and then ground and pounded his head in. Oh, it was so nice. It would be not like if Tuivasa didn't already knock him out. This would mean a lot more. But yeah, this was very good. Good job, Spivak. Spivak's good. Spivak's really. I didn't think Spivak was much before. Like, I think Felipe should have won that fight with him. Vandera and Olenek, not great wins. And then getting wrecked by Aspinall. But I think Spivak's good. In a really weak heavyweight division outside the rankings. But I think he's very good. Who should he fight next? Walt Harris, I guess. Where the fuck has he been, by the way? But maybe like Walt Harris would be fun. I don't know, something like that. And then for the Princess of War. Fuck you, Greg Hardy. First thing I gotta say. Second of all, he ain't good. Like, he's 7-5 in MMA record. Well, let me bring up Greg Hardy's full record, not just number wise. So, right off the bat, he got on a Contender Series, won twice. Didn't get the contract, then fought on Extreme Fight Night, got a win, and then he got the UFC. So obviously the UFC wanted Hardy to be really good because he would be a big money maker. But in the UFC, Hardy is 4-5-1. Are his losses bad? Not really. Alan Crowder, without the knee, he easily wins that. Volkov 9 mad at that. Tybura, Ty, and Spivak. Are you even mad at those losses? No, not really. But when your best win in UFC is Jorgen De Castro, we have a problem, Mr. Inhaler. Like, honestly, Hardy is just he has a bad gas tank, but I think he has lung issues or whatever. Like, he just ain't that good of a fighter. He has power. He has all that. Just he ain't really that the best. He's a 1-round fighter who's not even that good in that 1 round. So it's like, what do you do? If I'm the UFC, I'm cutting him. I think his contract's over anyway. But if you resign him, what are you gonna pay him? What do you really pay him? He ain't worth much. And then, what do you get if he loses, or if he leaves? Oh, he goes to Bellator? Oh no, he'll probably fucking lose there too. Well, I don't know. I don't think Hardy's that good of a fighter. If they do bring him back, they gotta give him like an easy fight, like Felipe Lins or fucking something like that. Cause if you don't give him a easy fight, he ain't winning. So it's like, I don't know. Whatever, man. Fuck Greg Hardy. But great performance by Spivak. I thought he was gonna do that in the second round, but he just straight up went, I'm beating you in the first round, and did. Thank you, Sergey Spivak. And yeah, hopefully Hardy's gone. Don't want to ever see him in that octagon again. Thank you, Spivak. 45 minutes in, we got 4 fights left, and really the last 3 ain't worth talking about. But in this next fight, Kevin Holland versus Alex Oliveira. Very weird fight. In round 1, Oliveira won with doing more, but I think that's because Holland was getting his footing at 170. But then in round 2, right off the bat, Holland clipped him and dropped him. Got the knockout win. Holland at 170 could be scary because he's good. Yeah, we don't know what his ground game looks like. We don't know if it got better or not. Let's hope it did. But I'm interested to see him at 70. Alex Oliveira is not really a pushover in a way, but he ain't an amazing one. I said it on Twitter. I hope he steps in against Gunnar Nelson in London next week. Is that gonna happen? No. But it would be cool. I looked earlier trying to find a fight idea for him. I really just couldn't find one. Besides Gunnar, which would be sick. But if he really steps in for Gunnar next week and goes to London and all that, he's a fucking real one. But I don't think he's gonna do that, but whatever. And then talk about the Cowboy, 0-4 in his last 4. I think they might give him one more fight. I don't know if I'd be shocked, but I'd be a little surprised if they cut him. Alex is good. The thing about he's good, just you giving him fucking killers. In his last 4 fights, hold on, give me a second. He's fought Shavkat Rakhmonov, Randy Brown, Nico Price, and Kevin Holland. Yeah, I'm not mad you're losing, bruh. Like, I'm not even mad that you're losing. If I had to give a fight idea for Alex if he stays around, yeah. If you're just planning on cutting him anyway when his contract ends, then feed him to a young guy like Michael Morales or something like that. But I really don't have an idea if you want to keep him around. So, like Michael Morales or Colston Harris. If you're just gonna cut him anyway, then just feed him to some guy. But whatever. Yeah, I like Alex Oliveira. Never disliked the guy. He's a fun fighter, but he ain't good. He's there. He's always there. That's the thing with him. He's one of those guys who you don't hate, and he's just always there. So whatever. Great performance by Holland. He seems to be back. And yeah, good to have him back. These last 3 fights were kinda boring, so I probably will rush through these a little bit, so I don't hit more than an hour or too much more than an hour. And we start off with Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell versus Edson Barboza. In round 1, Barboza was kicking the shit out of Mitchell until Mitchell dropped him with a nice, I believe it was a left or right, don't remember. And then he just laid on him for the rest of that round. And then after that, the last 2 rounds were just Mitchell laying on Barboza till the decision win. Yeah, man, Thug Nasty's good. We don't know, his striking looking a little better. He dropped out some Barboza, which ain't easy. But he's looking better and better every time out. And for this being his first step up in competition to, in a way, a lot of people say 30-26 Edson Barboza? Holy shit. So he just beat the number 10 in the world. I say Josh Emmett's the fight to make. Thug Nasty and Josh Emmett would be a war. That's a fight I want to see. Thug Nasty and Josh Emmett would be fun. So, yeah. Yep, not much more to say there. And for Edson Barboza, he's like Barboza. Speaking of guys who are always there, I don't think I've seen one or two people say Barboza's washed. Is he washed, or is he just fighting these really good top guys? His last two fights are Gia Jakadze and fucking Bryce Mitchell, and he's 36 years old. Like, my gosh. If Washed is fighting some of the best featherweights in the world, then fuck. God damn. To think of a fight idea for Edson Barboza, I want to say a guy in the rankings, but really everyone under him, besides Burgos, who's already fought, have a fight booked. So maybe Hakeem Dawodu, Ryan Hall, someone like that would be fun. So yeah, one of those two fights would be kind of fun. So I don't think Barboza's washed. I just think he's fighting very tough motherfuckers. So yeah, good form by Thug Nasty. And I'll give Thug Nasty this. I underestimated him here, and he showed up. I was very unconfident picking him, and he made me look very dumb. So, congrats, Thug Nasty. Great performance. Not gonna waste much time on this fight because it was exactly what I expected it to be. Rafael dos Anjos versus Renato Moicano. For 4 rounds, there's RDA beating the shit out of Moicano. In round 5, it really should have been stopped in between rounds because Moicano's left eye was shut. But they let the fight go on, and Moicano actually won the 5th somehow. So yeah, I called it on the money that RDA would just easily run through what's his face, fucking Hanatoi. Why was RDA not -3? I don't know, etc. etc. So I don't waste much time. Shocker, RDA won. Who should he fight next? Either Greg Gillespie or Rafael Fiziev. Either one of those two fights work, and yeah. And for Hanatoi, we're not gonna see him for a while, and props to him for stepping in, but who knows who he fights next, so it doesn't really matter, no. Great performance by RDA, not shocked at all, man. And now, the main event of the evening. Colby Chaos Covington versus Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Colby did exactly what he needed to do to win. I'm not even mad. It's just like with Maria Morozov. They did exactly what they needed to do to win. Wrestle. And it worked. In round 1, Colby wrestled. In round 2, he wrestled a little less. Could give Jorge the second. In round 3, he wrestled. In round 4, he wrestled, but did get dropped by a sneaky left by Jorge. Could give Jorge the 4th, and then the 5th he wrestled. So the best scorecard you could give is 48-47 Colby Covington. Personally, that would probably be the scorecard I would give, but only one judge gave a round. Out of 3 judges, only 1 round was given to Jorge Masvidal, and that was the second by one of them. So yeah, Jorge is done. Like, what do you do with Jorge now? You can't put him into a normal fighter role. He's already hit that big stardom. Putting him back down into an actual fighter, how could you do that? And then for Colby Covington, he's in the Max Holloway, Robert Whittaker area, where Cyril Gane, where he's, you know, he's amazing. The top 2-3 fighters in that division, just he can't be number 1 because the champ, I think Colby beat him twice, is beating him. and that's why I think the fight to make for Colby Covington is Dustin Poirier. I know it sounds insane, but is it though? Is it actually insane? I don't think it is. Like, honestly. They both want it, they both hate each other, and got nothing better to do for Colby. So book it. And then for Jorge Masvidal, I say Leon Edwards is the fight to make. Cause you can't throw him down the rankings. You know you should. He's the number 6 rank. Like, if you put him as a normal fighter, he should fight like Sean Brady. But you can't do that, so I think he's gonna fight Leon. And if he gets wrestle fucked again, my god. Holy shit. Jorge's hype is fucking gone. So Colby, was the main event boring? Yes, but it's what you need to do to win. All that matters. Winning is the only thing that matters. So great performance by Colby Chaos. Masvidal's done. So 57 minutes, perfect. Picks wise, I went 10 of 13, really 12 of 13 foul robberies, 5 perfects, really 7 and 655. The bonuses, are they on Topology? Oh yeah, fight of the night, Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal. Performance of the night, Kevin Holland and Maria Morozov. I disagree with 3 of those, really. Fight of the night, Marina Rodriguez or Jalen Turner. Performance of the night, Umar and who else did I say? I forget. I guess Holland. Yeah, Holland and Umar should both get a bonus, or yeah, those 2. I don't know why they give fight of the night to Colby and Jorge. That fight there, whatever. Yeah, man, it was a fun card. If you paid for it, you're an idiot. If you didn't pay for it, wink. Then yeah, it was a great card. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Like, it's fights. Was that pay-per-view? Was that card pay-per-view level? No. Well, it is what it is, man. I had fun with it. Got hyped for the main event. Kind of got disappointed by it. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get back on my for the recap. We'll probably release normal Friday 7. I'm gonna try my hardest to get out on Friday. Trust me. If I somehow shit gets in my way, I'm gonna get it out on Friday. I promise. And then I'll try and get the breakdown for UFC Vegas 50, Santos and Ingalayev out on Sunday. Well, the breakdown and recap on the normal times. But who knows? Maybe Monday will be the recap day. We'll see. I don't know. And maybe this afternoonish premiere time will be nice. We'll see what happens. But nothing more to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, sub, all that shit. 100 subs go by the end of the year. And that's all. Sorry, I keep hitting my computer. And as always, RX. Out.